Well, now what about the Big Bang theory? I find the Big Bang really quite fascinating. I mean, here you have all these highfalutin scientists, and they're saying that there was this gigantic explosion and everything came into perfect order. Now, these are the same scientists who go around touting the second law of thermodynamics, which is entropy, which says that things move toward a state of disorganization. So now you're going to have this big explosion and everything becomes perfectly organized. And when you ask them about it, they said, well, we can explain this based on probability theory. Because if there's enough big explosions over a long enough period of time, over billions and billions of years, one of them will be the perfect explosion. And I say, so what you're telling me is if I blow a hurricane through a junkyard enough times, over billions and billions of years, eventually after one of those hurricanes, there'll be a 747 fully loaded and ready to fly. Well, I mean, it's even more ridiculous than that because our solar system, not to mention the universe outside of that, is extraordinarily well organized to the point where we can predict 70 years away when a comet is coming. Now, that type of organization to just come out of an explosion, I mean, you want to talk about fairy tales. That is amazing. And then even if you want to use their own scientific theories, you know, you've got this mass spinning and then it explodes. In physics, we have something we call angular momentum, and it is preserved. So it should be preserved in any orbit of anything that is affected by gravity around a planet, which means everything has to traverse in the same direction. Well, it doesn't. There are many planets that have satellites and moons that go in opposite directions. So that doesn't work with angular momentum. And there are a whole series of things. What about all the debris from the billions and billions of explosions that were not perfect? Where's that? I mean, we should be bombarded constantly by all this debris coming down. We're not seeing it. So, you know, there's a lot of things there that really require an enormous amount of faith. And really what it boils down to is, where do you want to put your faith? In man or in God? Which one makes more sense? And I constantly say, you know, I'm a person of limited faith. I really don't have enough faith to believe that stuff. But I mean, that is really beyond belief in terms of the number of coincidences that have to